process. My due process. What about my due process? We have no due process.
Alright, retards, we're gonna have a little talk on what due process is. There's been a lot of talk with all the ICE raids going on. See, there seems to be some type of misconception that for due process, you have to go to court. That's not true. There's a whole lot of made-up propaganda out there that ICE is just running around and randomly arresting people and deporting them without due process. Well, let me tell you something, buddy. They got their due process. See, here's what happens. When ICE shows up, they ask to see your papers and documents that say that you're supposed to be in the country. So it's your job to do then is to pull out those papers and say, here, I have papers that say I'm supposed to be in the country. See, and if you're somebody who's supposed to be in the country, you'll pull out your papers and say, here you go. And the ICE agent will say, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Citizen. Let me take those cuffs off and you go right on your day. My apologies. But if you don't have those papers, then what they do is they keep the cuffs on, they take you over to the border, and they drop you off at the other side. But that's not what some people want. What they're expecting is, no, you're supposed to get arrested, not show your papers or anything at all, go to court, go in front of a judge, and then the judge is supposed to ask you to present your papers. And if you don't have them, then the judge orders you to be deported. Which is really weird to me that they want it that way, because aren't liberals the same people who... The courts are flooded. The courts are jam-packed. Everything's behind. Everything's expensive. You're adding cases to the court system. So what our government did is this beautiful thing where they expedited the process, signed into the law in 1996 by Bill Clinton. Look that up, the Immigration Reform Act. Where he said, we're not going to clog up the court system with this waste of time. The ICE agent gets to be the judge in this situation. So you can show him your papers. And why do we do that? So that we don't waste extra time in courts, waste judges' time, waste taxpayers' money. Here, let me put it in an example that white people might understand. Imagine if when a police officer pulled you over and asked to see your license and registration, you said, nah, let's just go to court. I'm going to show the judge my license and registration. Why would you handle that pullover in court? That just makes no sense. But then again, it's a certain group of people we're talking about. They don't make any sense, never have, never will. Oh well. Glad you enjoyed this educational lesson today.